with this, I really welcome it. As a Health Minister of Karnataka, I think it's a wonderful thing that we're doing. And we all know, I think the awareness level regarding mental health and depression, and ultimately those things having led to very calamitous results in terms of either their work suffering and their career suffering, and in extreme cases, just like what we heard now from a very from a father who has suffered the loss of life, ultimately taking your own life. And so this is something that I think as a society we need to work at and see what all we can do to prevent from someone taking their own life. How we can prevent, what are the steps that we need to take, and what are the things that we need to do. I think these needs to be put in a proper perspective and tackled from various angles. There is of course the government. The government is there to one is make the right policies and promote a greater awareness, especially in terms of education and in the way we deal with our own workforce and the way we deal with the people. So I think educating and awareness, these two becomes, I think, the most important aspects of preventing suicide.
He was studying in the Azim Premji University and just doing his BSc Mathematics. A very bright student. In fact, he was, I would say, brighter than my elder son, who's presently pursuing his PhD in Indiana University in ecology. And he had everything going for him. I mean, there was nothing that I would say was a shortcoming. Invariably, in families, all of us, in fact, in my childhood, we've had shortcomings. But I think, as far as he was concerned, his education was completely curated. He had the best of education, I would say. Whether it was in the Vidyaranya school in Hyderabad or the Sahyadri school, which is a Krishnamurti Foundation school in Pune. And then, of course, he chose to study mathematics, as I said before, because the director in the Sahyadri school, Professor Shirali, was a PhD in mathematics, and he was impressed by them. And he used to often engage in discussions with those teachers on various issues, because as you know, Jiddu Krishnamurti himself has talked about education in great detail, and